Hi, Steph. Lindsey Graham has never met a war he's afraid to send your kids to fight in. God bless the man. God bless him. Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John, I'm feeling, I know you are of the Trump is never going to jail. Are you of the Trump is never going to get indicted
Oh
caucus?
no, no. I think he's
Oh,
going to get indicted. I think he's going
okay.
to get indicted more than once. I'm Rudolph promised there'd be indictments by Christmas. I think there's it's going to happen. He's going to get indicted. I just think that he's going to fundraise off the indictment. He's going to use the indictment to bury Ron DeSantis, and the more he's indicted, the more he can sell his low wattage, low morality white male audience what they want, which is victimhood and revenge. And
Yeah.
so the indictment is going to play right into his narrative.
Yeah. Well, he actually said it. I'm your retribution. He actually said the words, right?
He said that, yeah, Stephen Miller wrote that and helped him phonetically, and he came out and said it. Yeah. This is the thing. Like, Donald Trump, I've been all worried about DeSantis for the last year. I've been so
Yeah.
worried about Ron DeSantis. I'm not as worried about Rhonda anymore. I think
Oh,
Rhonda
just the way
takes
he
himself
eats
into a corner.
alone is enough to repel most of the population, according to the.
Oh my God, yeah, but Trump is going to. I was talking to Travis before in the break. I mean, Donald Trump is going to be helped by so many countries to steal the presidency.
Yeah.
He's going to be helped by so many Republican legislatures that are rigging the state elections. He's already got a Supreme Court that's going to rig it on that level. Maybe the DNC will find a way to not blow it, but there's going to be new voter suppression laws, and he's going to be taking money from so many countries. And let's not forget, Elon Musk is going to do nothing to stop disinformation and lies and deepfakes.
Yeah.
So I think Donald Trump under indictment will run,
Well,
will lose. I still don't think he's going to go to jail, but I think his life's going to be miserable.
okay, we may disagree there. However, my point is,
Okay?
you're absolutely
I
right. If
hope
you
I
thought
hope you're
Russia,
right.
if you thought
I
Russia
want
helped
you.
him in 2016, I mean, we just played a speech. It was literally could have been written by Putin. It was all.
Yeah,
I mean, so the stakes in this next election, because they know that he will completely pull out of. If Republicans in general
that's
get
it.
back in charge, they will stop funding for Ukraine.
And Donald Trump is signaling that to Putin as hard as he can. And I hate to admit that Donald Trump tells the truth about something, but he's right. Ron DeSantis is now copying Donald Trump. A couple years ago, Ron DeSantis still respected, NATO and our
Yeah,
allies.
yeah,
But now Ron DeSantis is chasing MAGA like he's the new boss at CNN.
yeah.
And so
I,
they're
you know,
they're not going to stop.
But you've been saying it, John, that you're not as scared of DeSantis. I mean, the more that comes out
Now
about
I'm
him,
not. Yeah.
yeah. But we've been saying that he's not just a jerk. He's what's the word? What did Rick Wilson say? He has a glass jaw. Like you can't
Oh yeah.
ask him tough questions. He can't debate.
No,
Now
he's
this
awful.
whole story is them trying to hide him from the public. At any
Mhm.
given fundraiser or VIP room where he's present, Ron DeSantis is usually easy to find. He's in the corner keeping to himself. Despite
Yeah.
having a job that entails exchanging small talk and pleasantries on a daily basis, he tends to brush off these obligations and struggles with basic social skills, according to those close to him.
God.
As he gears up for a potential White House run, his aloof persona is being thought of by his rivals as his Achilles heel in the retail heavy early states. The
Right.
governor's aversion to pressing the flesh, his concern over the risk of unexpected interactions with the public is already so well known that early primary state players are working to DeSantis-proof their events in order to attract him to their. I mean, unbelievable. This
Just
was our.
imagine Ron DeSantis at like events having to shake people's hands and going, ew, every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Voters, eh, I want my yogurt back.
this was our favorite.
Where's my pudding? Where's my pudding? Eh.
The description of how he eats was spittle and food
Gross.
flying everywhere. So-
He's like the Cookie Monster, crumbs flying
Like,
everywhere.
yes.
Remember something. Any anti-DeSantis propaganda you hear may have come from the Trump camp.
Yep.
So don't forget that,
Right.
because Trump is really scared of this guy, and he's really scared of Alvin Bragg, and so that's who they're smearing the most. Look, I worry about DeSantis because he's the one that the Republican donors are going to get behind, right?
Yeah.
They're going to pour money into him, maybe Glenn Youngkin, but probably DeSantis. But Donald Trump is going to have Hungary, Turkey, Russia, probably China pouring money into his campaign.
Yeah. By the way, I love this. You retweeted someone said Tucker Carlson, because I've been asking this all week, is what does woke have to do with the bank failing? You retweeted, Tucker Carlson's blaming the failure of the Silicon Valley Bank on diversity. Quote, the Obama administration imposed diversity, equality, and inclusion standards on the entire financial sector, and that's one of the main reasons our big banks are now increasingly incompetent. And you just said blame minorities for entirely white-owned bank meltdowns. Tucker finds a way. Yeah. I mean,
look, Stephanie,
and there were 16 banks that failed under Trump. This is the first one that's failed under Biden, and it is clearly because of Trump's deregulation.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't think you liberals realize something. These banks would be fine if they were just more racist. I mean, can't you see? You bring in this diversity, equity, and inclusion rules, and then suddenly the banks have to be less racist, and then this happens. If you only had banks of all white men, they would never collapse. And that's why 2008 didn't happen.
Minocqua Brewing Company is excited to partner with Equality Vines to create Choice Wine. Choice Wine comes in two choices, Rosé and Sauvignon Blanc. This wine was created to support women's reproductive rights after the Supreme Court rolled back Roe v. Wade in 2022 and caused chaos all over the country. For all you viewers on the Political Voices Network, go to choice.equalityvines.com and type in the promo code PVN to get 10% off on Choice Sauvignon Blanc and Choice Rosé.